Yes, good morning, brethren. Pleasant Sabbath to everyone. Everyone had a wonderful week? No? I see some very long faces here this morning. I guess everyone didn't have a good week, right? Okay, before we enter into this topic here, let's all stand for a word of prayer. Eternal righteous Father, we truly thank you, Lord, once again for another wonderful Sabbath, Lord. We thank you for bringing us safely through the week. And now, Lord, as we have come together as brethren upon this Sabbath day, as we are about to enter into thy words, O Father, we ask of you, O Lord, that you may take charge, and even all those that are on their way, that you may hasten their footsteps, and you may guide them and give them traveling mercy, O Lord. As we contemplate upon thy character this day, we ask for a blessing, O Lord, a special blessing that will come from the heavenly sanctuary, that will literally enlighten our understanding, open our eyes, and give us the insight to know rightfully the depth and the height that is there contained in thy word. So help us, O Lord, and understand rightfully what is transpired on the earth, and bless us and keep us to the end. Through Christ our Lord, I pray. Amen. Amen. Okay, my topic this morning here is entitled GMO, brethren. I know past few weeks, when I came up here, I did mention, I gave a little reference to GMO, right? And I know many of us here is like familiar with them. You have anybody here that never heard about GMO? Never heard about GMO, right? Okay. Well, it is something that, to me, I've never really heard anything much about it in Trinidad, like in the Caribbean at large. I never really heard the media talking about it. You don't see any topic on this on the newspaper, on the television, on the airwave, the radio station, and so on. You don't hear anything about it, right, Ready? But before we proceed, let's look at a text in Genesis. We go to Genesis chapter 1. We look at looking at Genesis from verse 21 of chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1 from verse 21. Let's hear what the Bible is saying here, right, baby? From verse 21. And God created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. It was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. And we continue here, right? And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. What are we seeing here in these two verses, brethren? Aren't we seeing that when God brought these particular things in existence, he brought it after their kind? He brought human beings for human beings to reproduce human beings, right, brother? When he brought the animal kingdom in existence, the animal kingdom was to reproduce and bring forth animals. When he brought the plant kingdom in existence, the plant kingdom was to reproduce and bring forth plants. But aren't we seeing like something is being changed today, brother? For instance, like with humans. There are some humans in existence saying they are not male and they are not female. Just imagine that. Just imagine a human like that appearing in judgment. They're trying to put God in a situation, right? And we have the fruits and the vegetables today. You have also seen a lot of melons, seedless melons. When you come across seedless melons, oranges without seeds, grapes without seed. Just imagine God made these things in the beginning. We have that today, brother. It's something abnormal, right? Something unnatural. Because the scripture is showing here when God created these things, He created after its kind, which was to reproduce and to multiply. That is why when we look at the history of the earth goes back like a couple thousand years. In the beginning, when God created all these things, because of these things we have it here today. Because of Adam and Eve, we are here today. So that is why God created after its kind. Now when we begin and we go into this topic here, dealing with GMO, brethren. GMO basically is something that is taking over the world. You know, at a point in time in history where people talk about the big tycoons and the big businessmen, they being caught up in what they call the oil industries, and they say oil have the money, like Exxon, B-Mobile, and down here we have Amoco, Shell, all these various oil companies. You know what is literally taking over the oil companies today, brother? It's very simple. It's something what they call agri-business. Men investing in agri-business, which is in the food supply, the food chain in the world, brother. And look at this, just yesterday I was mentioning to Brother Alvin. If we look right here in Trinidad, right? Trinidad, one of the staple items in our diet here in Trinidad is what? Flour. Yeah, what we making flour? Making bread, making cake, making doubles, making roti, making all sorts of things with flour. All the macaroni made with flour, right? Yeah. Trinidad making flour, right? You have a flour mill down in going down Carolina, right? But they importing and bringing in. Right, brother? The whole Caribbean and the whole South America does not produce wheat, brother, that bring forth flour. Just imagine that, right? So just imagine most of the people here, right here in Trinidad, they dependent upon flour as one of the staple items in the diet. Just imagine the flour mill gone out of existence. What happened here, brother? You know, some people when they get a bake, when they get a roti, what we know? You know what we know, right? And that's just one item you're looking at. What about rice? Does Trinidad produce rice? The feeding nation at that? You know, sometimes you go down central, you see they have a little lagoon and so on, but they capable of producing rice? Sometimes when I look at them lagoon, I don't think they have 5 pounds of rice in there. They are the scanty and they dry up. Right? Rice is another staple item in our diet right here in Trinidad. Fried rice, mixed rice, brown rice, pilau, whatever is in rice, and bean, whatever, rice. Country is not producing rice. We all be familiar going through Revelation chapter 13 and speak about the mark of the beast and the enforcing of the beast, right? Mark of the beast. What about when they seize these things in existence, brethren? Take away flour, take away rice, and they take away all these things coming in the island that is seedless. What we really having to survive? And all them canned products, all them things that is in fats, all them things that is bottled products, brethren, processed stuff. What about when they pull this from existence? How we survive, brethren? Understand how serious this situation is? A lot of people are not giving this consideration, but this is very serious, but this is a serious thing here. And you see, you all are familiar with a company by the name of Monsanto, brethren? All those who ever heard of Monsanto, let me see some hands here. Anybody want to identify who is Monsanto? Anybody? Monsanto? Okay, so we have companies like Monsanto, and you know recently Monsanto sold out their identity a company called Bayer. You ever heard of the aspirin tablet? Yes. Bayer was one responsible for bringing that on the market. And they bought out Monsanto for a sum like over $66 billion per day. $66 billion. And Monsanto has been in existence since around 1901. And most of us here, we now come in existence. Some of us, there's some of us born in the 50s here, right? Nobody in the 50s here, right? Nobody in the 50s? Okay. This is Sandra. Okay, in the 60s, I know most of us here is in that bracket, right? So you see, when it became in existence, these things were already in existence. Right? Why? When this generation came in existence, this was already in existence. Foolish man in this generation want to do away with this. You understand how foolish it is? So you have companies like Monsanto, then you have a next company named Syngenta, then a Swiss company functioning in Switzerland. Then you have a next one named Dow, D-O-W. You're all familiar with these things, right? And you know every one of these companies, what they have, right? The chemical companies. They literally were responsible for bringing forth chemical, herbicide, pesticide, chemical for the military, chemical, oil, gases, all these type of things. This is what these companies were about. But after a period of time, they begin to tap in the grains of the whole brethren. Monsanto has been identified as controlling over 47 to 50 something % of the grains in the whole brethren. Just imagine that. And why I say that is, all of these companies is merging, they're coming together now. And they're literally eating up the grains of the whole brethren. They're eating it up. When I say eating it up is, they will come in here, be familiar with the Gamichel pig? Everybody familiar with the next right? Gamichel pig, Sicky pig, Silk pig, Lakatang, Moko, real planting. You know, long time, when they pick up planting in the tree, they'll take a time to put it on the pot, you can drop it in the pot, you might shake the pot. And now you have to from a distance in the pot, and the pot taking like 3-4. It's like cardboard wedding. You're familiar with these things? So it's showing that long time when you get right moko and you slice it up and you fry it, it's thick and it's nice. And now these things like cardboard, right? So you see, right on those things is transpiring here, and a lot of people in the area way of it. Where all these plants gone? Check it, eh? I was telling Brother Alvin that this week here. Where all these plum trees going? All these pumpkin trees, where all these fruits going by the way? All the mangoes, the corn, the natural, local corn, where we corn one by the way? All the nice banana variety of banana, and those who live way up in the east countryside have real nice things, right? But when you go up countryside, you can put this thing in out here. How is this appearing, brother? And today they're saying Sahara dust flowing and people getting sick and they're breaking up people's immune system. And how long Sahara dust flowing, brother? And how all of a sudden people now getting sick because of that? Lying. So most of these people on the top there, the word is to brand them as liars. Liars, lawyers with them liars, right? That's why they have to brand them, because they're speaking untruth. They're not telling the population, they're not telling the people what happening, right, brother? Because just imagine, anybody ever heard this word, recombinant? Recombinant? Recombinant is a term that is applied to like combining various sources, combination of various sources. So these chemical companies, here's what they do, right? They hire chemists, they hire biologists, and these men and them functioning and they operating in laboratories where they. The whole procedure of GMO, what GMO stands for is genetically modified organism. Why it is genetically modified? They're doing these things on that microscopic lens, brethren. And what they're doing, they're taking the seeds and they're going into the seed and they're changing the whole DNA structure of the seed, brethren. They're looking at, say for instance, they take mango, they will go and they will take some other fruit, they'll take the DNA from that fruit and they'll put it into the mango. Then they will put a combination of different things in one food. That's why it has been shown that in the 1970s they came out with a tomato. They came out with a tomato in North America. And here what they did with that tomato, right? I think they say when they transported tomato like far distance places, cargo shipment, right? So they take like some places they take like for weeks out there in the ocean. And the tomato have a tendency to ripe up. So it begins to decay and people who purchase that, they're not using it out. You hear what these men and them do, right? These men and them went up in the North Pole, up in the North in the Arctic, and they discover a fish. They take the gene of the fish and they insert it in tomato. So when they put that into the tomato, now the tomato stamp and watching it, the tomato laughing for months. Tomato nothing happening, tomato like rubber. You can literally take it and play basketball or baseball or something. Tomato, you also familiar with cutting a tomato on it, it's like rubbing on it, right? I love tomatoes. And if you look at the tomato here, they have a trade that all the tomatoes looking alike. One way thin and it kind of long time. Long time you see a tomato something like this, right? You have a tomato like this. Big nice warm tomato. Right? And now what we get things like this. Tomato and then shape it like this. Shape it like that. And anyway, go in one standard size looking tomato. You go all over America, you go all over Europe, all over the Caribbean, one type of tomato. You go all over the Caribbean, you go all over Trinidad, one type of banana, and one company controlling them, you know. One company controlling all these bananas, you know, and look at the shocking thing. You want to know who behind the banana, this like banana? You want to know who behind that? You know who was the Microsoft genius? Bill Gates is the man behind that. Bill Gates and his wife named Melinda. They have the Bill Gates Foundation. Bill and Melinda Foundation. Hear what they're saying? We will take this banana, we will enrich the banana nutritional wise, and we will give it to third world countries that is undernourished. And what they did? And here the pattern that, right? The pattern in that, nobody can interfere with that. That comes like this. When they put that pattern on my that, it comes like they register that, put that trademark brand on that, nobody can interfere with that. It comes as this. So you see, when we're looking at these things from this angle, what we have to understand rightfully is something is broken in already. The earth is not the earth again, you know. Everybody is aware of this? The earth is not really the earth as we knew the earth in times past. To some of us here that were born in the 60s, right, brother? We know the real tomato of it is. You know the real tomato? You know the really nice hot one? When they roast that corn. Shelling the corn too, right? Right, shelling it with this milk corn? Right, roasting this milk corn, you have the market here, brother. You'll see what's different. So who rightfully should be concerned about GMO, brother? Who should be concerned about GMO?
All of us should be concerned about GMO. All the brethren.
Everyone who eats food. There are people in the earth that doesn't eat food.
Everyone.
Somebody, some respiratory situation in ICU. Somebody in a coma. But they still insert them with
what for me?
liquid food to keep the body sustained, right?
Yes.
So you see, every human being dependent upon food. And here the catch is it, right, brother? They're giving national security all this money. They're giving the Ministry of Education all this money. They're giving health, the health sector, all this money. What about agriculture, brother? You understand? If you look at agriculture, are they investing in agriculture? No. When Kamala was government, they boasted, I know what they're saying. They put out over $7 billion to import food in a small country like this. You know what you can do with $7 billion, brother? In a small country like this? And just imagine, they're not investing in agriculture, brother. How do you think the ancient civilization survived? How the early colonists in America survived? How our forefathers in Trinidad came about? Agriculture. The coconut industry, the sugarcane industry, we had coffee, cocoa, banana, all these things, right? People invested in these things and it used to be flourishing, but now they're turning away children from agriculture. You know what they're telling them? Going to technology. Going into the computer, going into the laptop, and going into the tablet, and when you're hungry, you boil one and drink it. Understand my thing? The children and them just go obsolete after these things, and they just thinking that they're breaking headway and they're going, but they're being undernourished. Alzheimer's, everybody heard about Alzheimer's? 2 decades ago, we had that, right? No, all these things coming about. Alzheimer's is majorly coming about through vaccination and everything. And you know, if you is a composer or is an artist, you're using the cognitive ability of mind, you're using your brain, you're thinking, you're structuring, you're writing, you're a writer, you're a composer. Your mind will be developed in a certain way that it will have growth in it, brother. And you see, when you study the Bible, the words of God is life, brother, life. You know the word of God is literally, the brains in yourself, you become rejuvenated, living. You know that, brother? Yes. Your brains literally become living. That's why you see spiritual men and women that have what they call this aura about them, a light. Everybody that see the light. You gotta be in the light to see the light, you know, brother. Remember the scripture say, in thy light you shall see light. So some people want to be in the darkness to see the light, but they want to be in the light. So that's what the scripture is showing. In God is light. God is light. Right? So it's showing people, everyone who eats should be concerned about GMO. Everybody that is concerned about the environment, brother, should be concerned about GMO. Right? And everybody who cares about our wildlife, the habitat and so on. Because you ever heard about Roundup, brother? Roundup? The pesticide, right? In the Roundup, they have something what they call glyphosate, brother. And the glyphosate is identified as showing up in the food chain now. The baby cereal, the baby food. It's showing up in cornflakes. It's showing up. And if you do research into these things, you'll see that most of these companies like tomato industry, tomato ketchup industry like Heinz and Matooks and all the places, right? They buy these genetic products and these things showing up in these things. We living in dangerous times already. And the whole scenario about this, you know what the scenario about this, brother? You know what is the scenario about this? Satan, through evil angels, trying to prove to the universe and trying to prove that God cannot bring forth the 144,000 in this generation. So he's trying to tamper with the diet. Our diet, brother, plays an essential part. Our diet plays an essential part in our spirituality. That's why God gives examples in the book of Daniel. He gave example with Moses. He gave example with most of these prophets and these men that walk with God. To walk with God, brother, you just can't be shut in. to walk with God, you have to empty yourself. Because you know, most of the time when people pray, right? Nobody will go down in the days and they pray for a while. Most of the prayers they reminding God what they want. And you know when God is about to answer the prayer, they go upon the God. That's how it will be most of the time. Because the scripture shows, be still and know that I am God. Because you see, like for instance, Sabbath, right? If you look at, well, I know the Sabbath experience here will be different, right? The whole year we Bible, right? Like the Adventist organization they were doing 6 days they have all them hours for yourself, right? On the Sabbath day, they have all these programs and they have all these little whatever it is on the Sabbath day. And midday they will just have like the divine service for an hour. And sometimes when the pastor come up, half of the sermon there about the pastor, like what he passed through and what he gets and what he do, and he will just come like those two texts and structure the sermon around that. And when you go back home, you're empty, you're depressed and you're feeling hungry. You know, my Malachi, the book of Micah would say, let there be meat in my storehouse. You understand, brother? So most of these people is after they're hiring, but they just need hire, they really want. They want somebody to put in their pocket. That's basically what they want. Yeah.
Give a contribution on what you say, right? Genetically modified organism, right? I checked it out here because I was making the comparison with the fruits that we are accustomed with locally, and my mind quickly went on ripe fig or banana, and when you go to buy banana from the people who sell Charlotte Street and a lot of these fruit shops, you're having a kind of fig that beside the GMO effect upon the fruit itself or the plant, they spray with chemicals to ripen it. And so the harvesters will pick it early. Sometimes it's not even full. And they pick it. And then they put it in boxes and spray. And when you get the thing, you're trying to get the taste, and it's all kind of out in your mouth. And at my home in Tobago, we have a section where we have pig growing. And when we cut the pig and put it to ripe, the skin is soft when it's ripe. The skin is soft. And you eat it, the pig sweet. Very sweet. And that is just only a little example of the difference of the quality of fruit you're getting when you have it naturally grown in contrast to it being tampered. Now I just want to read a genetically modified organism is any organism which genetic material has been altered using genetic engineering techniques. So, you draw that nice tomato on the blackboard. What these wicked so-called geniuses or scientists or whatever you call them, they go to splice the gene or the flower, the genetics of the plant, and they instill something else in it and actually change what God originally made. And then they produce that in large amount and they sell it. And when you think you're getting the genuine tomato, you are not. You're getting something else. You understand? And all of that, the target behind that is to weaken the human mechanism that is made by God. to reduce your system from being able to bear whatever it has to bear naturally. So, when we take into consideration this, it is a wicked thing, just like what is done in doctrine. You have the doctrine of justification by faith that is taught in the scripture. And when you seek to organize teaching that destroys or undermines the doctrine of justification, what would you be left with? Nothing. Because if you do not have the faith of Jesus Christ, which could make you righteous, then where would you start? You wouldn't even be able to start, because you will be in sin still, and you will be continuing in transgression, hoping by whatever false idea you're holding on to. Some way, God knows how it is be done. You don't know, you don't understand. No, you don't understand. Well, if you don't understand, then you are lost. And this is what we are having. So when men's minds are damaged by false doctrine and rebellion against God, then they go off now to increase the destruction by destroying God's creation and further destroying humanity. You understand? So that is what I am seeing is the essence of this thing, really and truly, by God's grace. Okay, go ahead.
So you see, when we look at the term genetically engineered, like GMO, the difference with that, you see, like for instance, when they talk about like hybrid, you know, long time we talk about grafting fruit, crossing plants. A lot of people think that is like similar with GMO. Nobody. It's far apart. Very far apart, right? Selective breeding. It's come like, see, selective breeding, or like grafting and so on, right, brother? Process in that, or the genes in that remains the same, you know. It remains the same, it doesn't alter. But you see what happening when the GMO circle, right? Where are they taking genes from? They're taking bacteria, inserting that in food. They're taking viruses, inserting that in food. They're taking insect, animal. They also take it from various humans, food, everything. Just imagine you eating broccoli, and when you eating the broccoli tastes like fish. But genes in that for fish. You're eating the tomato, and tomato have a different taste. Because they put in something, they restructure the whole DNA will become confronted with a stagnation. And here you catching it, right? The catching it is the GMO companies, here what they're telling the farmers and so on, right? They're telling them that you'll have a greater yield in your product. They're telling them because of the mass population of the earth, you can depend upon these seeds. These seeds will literally rejuvenate and reproduce in a greater fold. A few decades ago, brother, here what happened, right? Monsanto went down into India and offered the farmers in India the genetic seed, like cotton seed and various soybean seeds and so on, right, brother? Here what I told them, right? You will get a greater yield. So if you used to get like say 1 ton from your crop, you get like 3-4 tons. So here what these farmers and them did, right? These farmers and them went to the creditors, to the bankers, and they borrow money for them. And they invest in these seeds. This is real, you know. They invest in these seeds and they did not get a proper turnover, brethren, and they lose out. Some of the crop went into that drought. And you know how more people have been identified as committing suicide, already? Over 2,800 farmers in India killed themselves because they were in debt, financial debt. And this is the result of Monsanto. And the president in America, from Bill Clinton, then you have George Bush, then you have Obama. You know what these men and them did, brother? These men and them brought about a law in existence to protect these chemical companies. So if you're using the product from these companies and you say you get cancer or some other form of sickness, you cannot sue these companies, brother. You cannot sue them because the government protecting them because they're making policy for government and everything. A lot of people who have been working in Congress gone over to the FDA, and from the FDA they're going into Monsanto and these big corporations, they're going into them. So it's like a hierarchy up there. They're shifting the floor. So that's why most of these men is atheists and everything. They're socialists and all. They do not have humane principle in them or like love for humanity. That is why they could launch out all these seeds and launch out all these chemicals in existence to wipe out people. Just imagine they came up with a cure for AIDS and everything, and they patent the cure, patent number registered. The Ebola virus have a patent number behind it. The swine flu have a patent number behind it. So these men literally say, we invent this, you can invent it, we invent it, we could sue you over it, and I all them playing the game. You know. They have an island up in, a little island off Long Island in New York. You know what they call it, brother? They call it Plum Island. You know what they be doing in Plum Island, brother? In Plum Island they brought for the Ebola virus. And they had a couple of years ago, how many years ago they had chikungunya. Right in front of that. Zika virus. Right, brother? And here it is, right? This guy was sailing in his boat, like a little pirogue, close to Plum Island in New York. The motor in the boat, just it began to malfunction, it didn't function. The boat began to drift. The boat was near close to the island. Two dinghy with men on mark, military men, come down in two dinghy and they surround the boat and they tell any man, you can't come near this island, you know. It's a strictly government thing. They escort that man with that boat, they pull out that boat and get that man out of there. And you know, brother, if they find you in the Plum Island, they will shoot you. They will literally shoot you. And that is under hush-hush thing, and what they do to the world. So you see, rightfully, you cannot trust these persons, you cannot trust these men and women, brother. They're not on God, and they're not on humanity. You ever hear Bill Gates, what he say when Bill Gates in public, Bill Gates will say, oh, we arrive at a situation where they depopulate the earth, you know. Reduce the masses, anything you can see there was something else. And all these men, you know how I argue with these men? When you have a forum and you come upstage, and when you use that theory and say you need to minimize the population, you think I'm going to put it there and blow yourself off. Then your theory will be feasible, right, brother? Take out yourself. And all the big men begin to take out all yourself, and then you'll see that your theory woke up. Why you want to go into all countries? You want to go in Brazil, you want to go to Argentina, right in the Caribbean, and you want to minimize the population and the world, brother? For what? Because the objective of the New World Order is just to have like a billion or a billion and a few people, you know. And they say today the world overpopulated. So that's why they're coming up with the strategy of the GMO product, brother. And they're showing that the GMO product will literally solve the problem of humanity. Right, brother? So it shows. We know it had crossbreeding with dogs and so on, right? People crossbreed dogs, yes. They crossbreed plants, but that is something separate from what they call GMO and everything. Totally separate from that, right? One of the first products that they came out with in 1990 with the GMO was tomato, brother. They call it the Flav tomato. And that was the tomato where they insert the gene of the fish for the tomato to have a longer lifespan. Surviving a long period here, right? some things here. I just given a little insight, like the list that you can look for GMO products, right? And right now in America, 85 to 95% of the soya bean is GMO. Corn is GMO. You know, when they be talking about fossil fuel burning, fossil fuel is like when they digging up the oil in the earth to petroleum and all these natural gas and things, fossil fuel, right? You know, the term when they come across now when they're talking about biofuel burning, biofuel is what they're using from the soybean and the corn and so on. Ethanol, you're taking ethanol from corn and soybean. And you know, for those who consuming alcohol outside here, right? You put in ethanol and alcohol. Long time the refinery and the distilleries and so on, when they set in, they produce, they have like wine and so on, set it for years, for months, to ferment and to develop. Now, they put in the ethanol in a short space of time between nobody alcohol and they sell it to the public weddings. There were a lot of people literally coming down with cancer. And this is the dangerous thing in this here, right? And it's showing the corn, most of the corn that they tampered with, we getting it in our cornflakes, brethren, in our cereal and so on, right? The corn oil, canola oil. This is dangerous things, brethren, real dangerous things, you know. That's why it's so, you always bank on the coconut oil, brethren. Coconut oil is one of the best oil in the world, you know, brethren. You can boil coconut oil, the chemical body in the oil doesn't change on the heat, you know, brethren. You can boil for hours, it doesn't change. And that doesn't create cholesterol development in the body, brethren. It's the safest oil to use. Cold compressed coconut oil, bijo oil, flaxseed oil, these are good oil like olive oil and so on. But you know today, most of the olive oil in existence is not really pure olive oil. You're mixing it. When you take real olive oil and you touch it in your hand like that, that wetness stayed in your hand for a couple of hours, you're moist. But now when you take that olive oil and you do like that, it's drying up. Because it's not the real oil, they're mixing it with so-called vegetable oil, soybean oil, canola oil, they're mixing it and they're telling you it's olive oil burning. That's why people who born, as I said earlier on, who born in the 50s, born in the 60s, know what I'm talking about. The real oil, the real food. That's why this generation, they don't really know much about the real food. That's why they're being caught in these things. And they can literally be fooled with these things. And here what they have here, right? With the processed food, they have the cookies, the cake, ice cream. Most of these things being contaminated with the GMO product and everything. Then they have the corn starch, modified corn starch. Corn flour, corn syrup, very high in fructose, right? Corn syrup, soya bean. And here what they say here, right? 3.06 billion bushels of soybean planted in the United States, which is one of the largest producer and exporter of soy in the world, brethren. Genetic modified soybean. And you see, a lot of people that be, when they say you only eat a soya product, or you're eating tofu, be careful with these things now, brethren. I don't want to discourage people here, but you have to be careful with these things because you know, right today, you have a lot of Adventist pastors coming down with cancer. Why they coming down with cancer, brother? And they believe in this soya. And out there when you go lunchtime in these churches, if you don't really know what they're thinking is chicken, they're eating it. They're making the drumstick in the stick, and looking like the chicken leg by soya product, they say. And all type of different things. So they say, you don't want the chicken, they're making a chicken look by making soya. And didn't we hear lately that they have plastic rice, plastic fish, and all these things coming from China, Japan, and taking over the market and so on. So we live in a Kenya, we live in a serious time, we need to be aware of literally what is transpiring there. sauce, soybean oil, soy flour, infant soy formula, like for baby food and so on, right? Soy meat substitute extenders, soy dairy products, fake products, soy lecithin, emulsifiers, stabilizers, margarine, and baked goods, soybean husk. And they go on and on and on, they could go on and on with it per day. It has something what they call the RBGH per day. You know what the RBGH? The meaning of that is recombinant bovine growth hormones. And here what they do with the chicken, right? Other than the chicken, the animal kingdom, they have a bovine hormone, growth hormone. They take it and they will affect, like, you know when the pituitary gland in your head, gland that release certain hormones for development in your body, for organ development and growth. They take the bovine growth hormone and injecting it in animals to give it a faster yield. So when you're thinking, you have to wait like a year for the chicken to develop properly, right? 2 months time, 3 months time, chicken ready for market. And they have chicken outside they existing, they're born in without feathers, brothers. Without feathers. And the egg is not safe. You know what they do with the egg? They put the egg in incubators and they have something coming down like that and they be injecting the egg. Every one of the egg in a fine injection and they injecting the egg with the same hormone, the bovine growth hormone. And they put in the antibiotic in it. So just imagine, they lacing these animals with the bovine growth hormone and they lacing them with the antibiotics, right? Humans eating this now and these antibiotics now releasing itself in the human body. The hormone, the bovine growth hormone releasing itself in the human body. That's why they have an outbreak of so much various type of diseases. People cannot trace it.
What's up, everybody? Right on back and our people, right? Because in recent, you know, we have a full master mixed with Rider. When Joel started to get bottles, well, my people started to get bottles before he died. And his dog now started to get bottles all over. Because she's a veterinarian doctor, right? So she told him to watch the diet of the dog. And as time goes on, take the dog off the meat, chicken, and the bottles clear. And then my people, the veterinarian doctor said, chicken cause the dog to get excessive bottles and kill the dog. So the chicken in itself, whatever was in the chicken, harmful not to the dog. Some dogs getting sick from it.
You hear that, buddy? A man, hear this, right? Right here to the man said he bought block chicken. Man, I went to class in Magali, forget it in the car truck. Forget it for a day, almost 2 days in the car truck. The man said when he went for it, you know what you see? You only see bone and water. It would melt with the heat. Just imagine that. And people consuming that. That is why people, you know, they put in thing in KFC. People becoming addicted, you know.
Yes.
They put in thing in the fast food outlet for people to become addicted to these things, but they put in it in soya product also, you know. Be careful. They literally put in it in soya product.
Yes, one of the things that the fast foods that will cause people to want to eat the meat more. Why they find they serve Pepsi is because Pepsi has aborted fetuses inside of it, and that basically makes you become a cannibal. So that's why when they give you the fast food meal, they give you the meat and they usually give you Pepsi. Right? Yeah, and why they give you the Pepsi is because the Pepsi have the aborted fetuses in it. So that they will crave the flesh, so you want to come and buy meat more. So it literally makes you a cannibal.
Ooh, you hear that one, buddy? Aborted feces. Sorry, what? You know what you do with the Pepsi or the Coke if you're buying it, buddy? The only one thing I want by them to do with it. If you're buying the Pepsi or buying the Coke, clean your toilet, go with it.
Amen.
You can do that.
Amen.
If some of us have any doubt about meat eating, I took a taxi from PT Valley coming down to town. So the driver, he tell me he have chicken in the trunk and he's going to drop it for a wedding. But the sun was extremely hot. So by the time we reach by the walkover in Cocorite, he stopped for some reason which I can't remember and went and opened the trunk and he brought out. So when I came out now and I looked, all the chicken had turned black and blue, like if it was dip and one set of water was metal from it. And they turned black and blue. And he said he only put that in the truck in the morning, coming up. By the time we reach by the walkover, that turned black and blue.
So that brother, you see the theory, you see the reading, brother. Everybody when you pass in these places, don't look to the left, don't look to the right, you go straight head on. Will anything attract you? And the advertisement attracting little children and so on. No brother, that's dangerous thing. And you know most supplement, vitamin supplement is being affected with this GMO product, brother. I'll be careful with these things and very careful, my wife. You have to be alert to these things now, brother. It show amino acid, aspartame, ascorbic acid, sodium ascorbate, vitamin C, citric acid, sodium citrate, ethanol, flavoring, natural artificial hydrolyzed, vegetable protein, lactic acid, maltodextrin, molasses. You know the molasses they making in America now, with it, even when they call it blackstrap molasses. They're making it from beef. And the beef is genetically modified. Right how dangerous it is. This is not a joking thing, but the safest molasses that we had in existence was sugarcane molasses. Right now they go away sugarcane, but you still getting molasses from Guyana, from sugarcane. Try and get your hand on that thing. Right now, we are to be dependent upon God and nobody. You cannot be dependent upon man no more. You cannot be dependent upon what you're eating nowadays so much. You have to be dependent upon God. What does Scripture say? Man shall not live by what? By what? By the word of the Lord. So that's why, you know, sometimes when you're studying your Bible, brother, you don't really have to eat. Try and get them kind of experiences. Get the experiences of Daniel and the three Hebrews.
Amen.
You're going through days only in the word of God. I literally did a fast in times past. And I went 8 days fasting, and all I use, you know what I use for it? I use herbal water. Just herbs. But you had to have things to sustain that, because you see the night things, you see all the energy with it go up for digestion, all that energy that go up in your brains, you know. And raise your intellect and what? Had to be feeding on the word of God. Because sometimes you're fasting and all that energy come up in your brain, you can't sleep. And just imagine, I have an experience like that with all that energy in me. I cannot sleep, and next morning I get up hardly sleeping, and you're going to have talking about something. People go by somebody and helping them mix mortar and concrete and thing. Every God wants you to be in over there. God wants you to be in a higher spiritual level, you know. So if you know your problem is appetite for things, watch it, work on it. Whatever tablet, everybody here sitting right here with things, you know yourself, you know. You know when you're by yourself what you're confronted with. You know when you're home alone what you're confronted with. You know when you have some people that say, well, you all have today, man, I couldn't do what I wanted to. You come home, you meet the mother, you meet the wife at the house, she say, you can bake a nice cake there, you know. You tell yourself, what? Bake a cake for me alone, but keep going that. You eat and you eat again. You eat and you're gonna eat again. What about temperance, buddy? And you know a major thing that creating find the spirituality is like this. Watch this, right? When you eat a meal here, right? Say that's going into your stomach here, right? Stomach going into your intestine. You know what happening here, right? There are a lot of people are going to gobble along their food. And you know by swallowing your food, you know where they get from that, right? You know what a lot of people suffer from that? A lot of people suffer what they call constipation. Right? You have a gland right in your mouth on top. And you have two glands underneath the tongue. You have one gland on top named the parotid gland, and the two glands underneath the tongue named the sublingual glands. You know what these glands do, buddy? What they call mastication. They have to be chewing your food properly, chewing. So while they're chewing, these glands release salivas and enzymes that aid in the breaking down process of the food. So when the food enters into the mouth here, buddy, proper chewing, right? When the food enters in the mouth, proper mastication, chewing, saliva accompanying the food. So when the food passes through the esophagus and it goes into the stomach, it's going down solvent. And now the gastric juices and the enzyme in the stomach will aid in breaking down the food into a liquid state, baby. Food is broken down in a liquid state for the body to absorb it through the blood system to nourish the system, baby. And then have some food when you're eating the food cannot be broken down into liquid. Yeah, brother Cameron.
Yeah, I just want to ask a question, right? So then, therefore, based upon the explanation, should a person be eating food and drinking juice at the same time?
Next question. Everybody know that? Yes. Should we be eating and drinking together, brother? No. Why not? Hear this one here, right? When you're chewing your food properly, right? The proper saliva that is released from these glands through proper chewing, they call mastication. You know what happened now, right? When the food passes the mouth, it goes down into the esophagus, right? Passes into the stomach. When it enters into the stomach, now the stomach is like on the receiving end, and it coming there, the stomach sending out the soldiers, which is the gastric juices for digestion, right? Now when you eat that food and that food begins to be broken down, solid food, right? The food begins to be broken down into liquid state. Now you got down a big cup of water, a big cup of juice. You know what you do there, brother? The body, the stomach will leave the solid food for a while, and the other one take care of the liquid. Right? So, and while they're taking care of the liquid now, energy and the enzyme in the body is caught up doing that, and sometimes most of the food remain in the stomach and indigestion occurs there, and they create heartburn. And you know people say they suffer from acid reflux when they eat it. Another dangerous thing is they eat it and they want to lie down, brother. No, don't do that. The safest thing to do, you know what LNG White say? LNG White say when they consume a meal, the best thing to do is to go and walk in the woods. Some people are going to, as they eat a meal, they go and they sit down by the TV. I know you have some people right here in this congregation. I see some people smiling. Right, so you know what you're showing, right? Why do you think when you eat a meal after a while you're like this? You're feeling drowsy, you're feeling sleepy, and pulling you down. What's going on there, right? You know what's going on there? The blood rushes down for the aid digestion, and when digestion is occurring there, right? The energy in your system is caught up, it's gone down in the stomach. You find a depletion of the blood and the nervous system. You find you're feeling sleepy and you know eat a meal and they just watch you couch, you watch you bed and they go on in it. And I was creating this imbalance in everything. It's creating an imbalance because hear the foolishness in this, right? Hear the foolishness in this. God gave each one of us a body, right? Yes. And you know we are not going to entrust our body to a doctor out there. Tell the doctor, Doc, you for my body for me. What manner of fools do mortals be? You understand what I mean? God gave their body. There are some people that literally running to the doctor as they get a leg flu, they're running by the doctor. They get a headache, they're running by the doctor. The foot have a leg cramp, they're running by the doctor. So we have Brother Cameron and okay, we're taking some questions here, Brother Cameron.
Yeah, so I just want to ask again, right? Based upon the explanation that was given,
Right.
that one should eat and drink together. Now I know it will be based upon, like let's say if a person has a solid meal, like they eat a good meal, what would be the stipulated time you would suggest before liquid should be drunk after the eating?
Okay, everybody hear that? It is advisable that if you know you're going to have a meal, say you're having a meal 9 o'clock per day, half an hour or an hour before, you consume a liquid. Right? Based upon the meal, and you have any meat eaters here? No. You have meat eaters here, we had to also people there. They had to put all these strong men and the castle. So what I'm saying here, right? Based upon a vegetarian diet, right? A vegetarian diet or a vegetarian meal, the processes take like, let's say 3 hours. 3 hours for proper elimination for it to leave the stomach, right? It takes a period of 3 hours to leave the stomach. So you see, it have a sphincter muscle just at the beginning of the stomach here, right? When a meal enters into your stomach, that muscle is closed. And when the meal begins to release itself out of the stomach, it has another muscle here that's open out, right? This small area here connecting the small intestine is that area that I call it duodenum. When the food begins to pass through there, then the body is in a situation to start absorption. So when all the food is removed from the stomach now, that based upon the article of food that you put together, basically a vegetarian meal that takes 3 hours. For people out there who eat meat and so on, it takes like over 6 to 8 hours. And sometimes the meat still in the stomach. And you know they literally have operation with people cutting out the colon, the intestine, and it's showing like concrete. Concrete, you have to cut the intestine and join the back. And you see, the way how the human intestine is made up, the human intestine is made up for a plant diet. Because remember, the human intestine, the small intestine, when you stretch out the human intestine, you see a gun. When you stretch out like 30 to 40 feet in length over there. So when they leave the small intestine and they enter into the large intestine, what they call the colon. And you know what is going in the colon, right? If you do not have proper elimination bowel movements on time, your body does reabsorb nutrients and reabsorb salt and liquid back from your colon into your bloodstream. That's why people are petrified, they become poisoned. That is why you're supposed to have elimination, supposed to be working in you freely. But here was the problem, right? You know when you're going around society, you see a lot of people like the belly stretch out. You ever observe that? Like the men and them. In certain type of people, they belly stretch. You know what that is? You know what majorly causing that? You know the gluten, these genetic gluten causing that in people? You know what it does? In the duodenum and in the small intestine, the walls of the intestine have a little fine thing they call the villi. The villi will be working like this to move the item in the system. So while the villi is operating normal, up come the gluten now. The gluten come like Evo stick. The gluten, remember the gluten in a binary? It be like, you know when you need for when you hold it and you're stretching it so and you see like elastic, the gluten you're watching there, you know. So what the gluten does do now, right, brother? The gluten does literally glue down the villi in the intestine and the food, it cannot move. Begin to become bloated, you have gas, you become constipated, you get back pain and pain shooting up all the from because not get proper bowel movement. And what has caused that also is lack of liquid. We living here in the tropics, we're supposed to be consuming between 8 to 10 glasses of water daily, buddy. And there are a lot of people that doesn't be drinking sufficient liquid. That's why you find the energy in your brain being dried up. And they're feeling tired out. You need, your body is made up of liquid and everything. So by you supplying this liquid into your system there, you're doing your body a good enough. You have this system in the question here.
I have seen whereby I have worked in an office environment, and one of the persons, whenever she have lunch, she cannot function after she ate lunch. After she eats lunch, she can't function. She shuts down, she sleeps all the time, and there's a lot of people that happen to after they eat, they can't function after they eat lunch on the job.
You know that, buddy? You get sluggish and the body overtake them, right? There's somebody back there, and then we come. There's anybody back there? Yeah. Okay, throw your voice. Beetroot.
And also one kind of beetroot. When you wash the flour, you wash it. That's what you're washing away. It's not the same substance. So what you find out more about after you wash it out, that's
gluten. Okay, remember the gluten will be, when the gluten is present in the flour, the raw flour, everything, the gluten is like a powder, you know. So if you think you're washing it out, you wouldn't wash it out to the extreme to get all that out. So that's why the refined flour, like white flour, is a dangerous thing. God never get white flour, you know, buddy. Man, give me that. God didn't make white flour. So when you see all the way you try washing flour, buddy, you'll create a problem there, but I wouldn't say stop doing it, but the safest way, but the problem we facing here in these areas, we become challenged with this GMO whole wheat product. So when you tell yourself, I'm using the whole wheat product, it's still GMO, that's the problem there, you know. And the beef, you see, I'm not saying that all the produce all over is contaminated. We still have surviving remnant of the traditional seed, they call it, right? So if you can find like the traces of these natural products like the beet and the ginger and so on, get your backyard garden going where you can preserve that, you know. Don't depend on someone else to do that for you. But the foreign beet and so on, most of the beet out there, if you find that way purchasing your beet and it shows that it is coming in, you gotta watch that. So the beet, most of the beet out there, genetically modified beetroot. But the local ones, you can go for the local ones. Right? Yeah, Troy.
Yeah, morning, right? I just want to talk a bit about wheat quickly, right? But I've been talking about wheat. And the thing about it is this. If you do all the research, you'll see more than 80% of the wheat is genetically modified. In the 1950s, let me just quickly say, they had a particular scientist. What was happening that he determined that if you have a lot of people starving in the world, we're gonna take this wheat and we're gonna make it have a higher yield. You understand? So the crossbreed a lot of the wheat, you understand? And it is yielding 10 times more than the usual wheat does. But you know what it does? It increases the gluten content as well in the wheat, and it gives it a longer shelf life. So on top of it lasting, on top of the average wheat producing 10 times more, it has a longer shelf life. But you know what is happening? Because it has extra gluten in it, the body doesn't be able to absorb it the way it should. And there's a particular compound in this particular wheat. What it does, it raises your blood sugar high, quickly. And then you know what it does? It drops your blood sugar quickly as well. Now what is supposed to happen? Anytime you have a meal, you're supposed to have a curve of how the body absorbs the glucose from the food. It's not supposed to spike up high and come back down low. And you know what it is we doing? A lot of people who eating wheat and it can damage your pancreas. And if you're drinking milk, worse yet, that damages your pancreas, and a lot of people get diabetes. So, this bad wheat that people eat in, and if you're drinking cow's milk as well, we heard from Brother Medina what cow's milk can do to your pancreas. So I'm saying, brethren, the best flour to really use is something called spelt flour. Spelt flour hasn't been tampered with, and it doesn't have the harmful compounds that regular wheat does. Now hear me out. There is wheat that you can get that is good. I don't know where it is. There is non-GMO wheat. I don't know where it is. I don't usually use wheat. But I'm saying persons will be doing better if they eat less wheat. Understand? If you don't eat no wheat at all, it will be better, and you use the spelt, it will be better. And I'm saying there is organic wheat. You could get good ones. I just don't know where it is. If you do your research and you get it, fine. Understand? But I'm saying the best alternative is the spelt flour is much, much better. It doesn't have the high gluten content. It don't have harmful compounds and not GMO. Understand? So that is what I just use. Understand? I don't know if you have anything to say.
Okay. So you all know that, right, Barry? Okay, based upon telling me, I just want to wrap up here. We gotta wrap up here now, right? We're looking at some simple laws, Barry. We all familiar with these laws, right? Statute laws. Anybody heard of these 7 laws?
No.
Natural things?
No, we don't know.
No?
No.
Some people say no? Yeah. Alright, it's starting off. It's simple like this, right?
Understand, sir?
Yeah.
I think what is needed is this, that people do a lot of research. We are health performers here. Just don't take my word for it. You understand? Go and do your research on these things. You understand? The brother started a wonderful thing, and I know we usually have studies, but I'm saying to the brethren, let's don't take it for granted. Go and do your research and make sure that you're putting the proper things in your body. And I'm saying this because sometimes I don't always be well, and to be being, getting sick, to see, you understand, what you need to be putting in your body. You understand? This is the temple of the Holy Spirit. One of my favorite texts is this, 1 Corinthians 10:31. You know what it says? Whether we eat, or we drink, or whatsoever we do it unto the honor and glory of God. So when you're putting something in your mouth, make sure you're glorifying God. When you're watching TV, make sure you're glorifying God. When you're speaking, make sure you're glorifying God. Whatever you do, make sure you're glorifying God. So brethren, let us not be negligent on what we're eating, please. Alright?
See, time do not permit, but I wanted to get into something like pool and irrigation, agriculture, like cleansing, detoxing, and all this type of thing, and getting into like talking about enemas and so much time do not permit these things.
We'll continue.
We have something in making, something coming in, where we'll be getting into these things full and bringing back the health. Right now, the third angel message, bring it back up to the forefront, because that is where people need it. But if you cannot get to the people outside the gospel, raw as it is, you walk to the health message, but you get to them. A lot of people will be becoming health conscious now. A lot of people knowing what happened with the diet and so on. You need to get in there, right? Everybody familiar with these principles here, right?
Yes.
No? So we're wrapping up here. Nutrition, then we have the next one here. And look at this principle here, brother. What? You want to go move it to buy that? You want to go anywhere to buy this? And when you entrust yourself to a doctor, a good man doctor, the doctor deprives you of this. This is a natural thing. And when you see in those sanitariums and so on that they have, right, brother? They have various sanitariums and so on for people to go for recuperation and gain back their health and the vigor and so on. Some of these things, when you offer these things to people, brother, simple things. And most of Most of these people who are suffering, you give them some good enemas and you detox that system and you see them bouncing back in here. You change up your diet and so on. You change up your diet, you change up the whole lifestyle and the eating practices and so on. You revolutionize the kitchen. You see how simplified this is, very simplified in everything. You know, complicated thing because what? Sunlight. You know a lot of people who work in air-conditioned areas like in insurances, banking and so on, they hide away from the sunlight. They have a tendency when they're going down in age, you know, they will just get prone to get osteoporosis spreading. Brittle bone. That's why, you know, your body mechanism has its own built-in vitamin D. Sunlight will stimulate that and release that in the existence. So when you're hiding from the sunlight, you're doing yourself an injustice. Everybody, God give the sunlight. Then you have temperance. Temperance comes in all things, right? Not only eating. Temperance comes in a lot of things. You know exactly what I'm saying. Right? The air that you're breathing. Sometimes you know you have a day off, brethren. You know I'm going to advise you to go with a day off. Go by the beach. Go by the beach and absorb natural iodine that is in the atmosphere. You know, like you expand your lungs and you do some deep breathing. Very good in invigorating your body, you know, the whole nervous system. Because right now we have a depletion of iodine tablets and so on in the whole, you know, that plot is a conspiracy to break it, to destroy your thyroid gland, right? And then rest, thank God for the Sabbath, brethren.
Amen.
In the law, you must have rest. We just can't be going on like a robot. No. If you have a vehicle, you can't be running that vehicle 24/7. No, everything have a rest. It's a natural law. So when you begin to abide with these laws and follow these principles in your life, you will gain the benefit. Then it goes into major one, brethren. You have to put God in the middle of all this. So if somebody out there, you have them in a clinic, you have them in a sanitarium, these people have to come to the awareness that is God behind all this. That will do wonders, you know, brother. Literally do wonders because you regain your purpose, you regain your identity, you regain who you is. Putting your trust in God there, right? Nutrition. We have been touching nutrition here this morning. A lot of food that is being sold out there is undernourished, it's polished, it's very substance, nutrient in these things is lacking, brethren. So that's why you see it is so important to have your backyard garden, planting your own things, your own produce and so on. Exercise. Nobody saying you have to go and run and win the 400 meters or you're running the marathon, no. You're lifting weights and pumping with the bodybuilders out there. Do some simple walking, nature walk. It's student, you go countryside and so on, and a daily walk. A daily walk, brother. Real important, especially when you're going down in age, brother. And then water. You touch on water, you have to consume over 8. Make sure you're drinking your water, brother. And here's one. Take this thing a little bush, right? You brew this thing a little bush, you chip up some ginger and you throw it inside and you brew together. And you take that water after 25 minutes when you brew out, you fill your bottle, wherever it is, you have your water too. You take your cucumber and you juice your cucumber, brother. You take your watermelon and you juice, you make a smoothie with your watermelon. Watermelon has a lot of water in it. Cucumber has a lot of water in it. Most of these vegetables that is consist of water. Try using these things, especially in these hot areas here, but let these things be a part of the diet. So if your body go into dehydrated stage, it affects your mind already. Literally affect your mind. That's why you cannot concentrate for long, you cannot go in the Bible study for long and you find that you have some shortcomings there, everybody. Simple thing, brother. partake of it, and you'll see how it works wonders. Yes, sister?
Tell us something about, we use what is red rice here, and we also use brown rice, not palm oil rice, but brown rice. Tell us what you find about the rice here.
Everybody heard that, right? The majority of rice that they have in circulation here in Trinidad, brother, is not really real rice. Sorry to say, you gotta get the unpolished rice, right? The unpolished rice does not take a seed with the kernel and the husks and thing in it. That's how God make the rice, you know. But you see, when it's going through the refining process and it's polishing it now, you get the yolk of it and brown rice. I know the brown rice. And then what I rice, they say brown rice. When you go by China and they say, you want brown rice, the 12 inch soya sauce in it, and they say they brown rice. You see where I look at? But I think it now begins to bring in these rice in certain areas again, and it's not like the white rice and the pure, unpolished rice. You gotta look for those rice. Unpolished grain. That is the most advisable rice to have in your diet. Okay, the water. Most of the water that we have in existence is like bottled water, like the watch. Being wasamela, they can't drink water, right? And you're buying these bottled water. You see, when they talk about pH, right? It's really the acidic content in the water versus the alkaline, right? You see, majorly, when your body becomes too acidic, you find that you become irritable and you're having a temper and you're irritable. Acid in your brains, fluid in your system, acid. Most sicknesses and diseases and things that come about with a high build-up of acid in your body and everything. But you see, with the water, right, sister? The water, I will advise, like, if you know the water is not pure water that is receiving there, you put something in the water to neutralize the water. You could use like charcoal powder, charcoal. You could use like you take an onion. You could take an onion and chip up the onion and put it in the water. The onion consists of a lot of alkaline, right? Lemon is alkaline. Then you have like pawpaw, avocado. You see, you need to understand what is the alkaline type of food and what is the acidic type of food. So when you're eating, you have a balanced diet, you have alkaline versus acid. Nobody is taking over nobody there. Balance. You're going down fighting balance. When you're overeating acid, that's the problem. When you're overeating the alkaline, that's the problem. You have to have a balanced equalizer there, right? And you see, the fruit that we have down here in season, make use of the fruit spreading, mangoes. Everybody inside there have a juicer spreading? Yes. There are some people inside there don't have a juicer? I will advise you to invest in a juicer spreading. Get a juicer. And what you're getting, get a magic bullet. They call it the magic bullet. Ninja bullet, the magic bullet. Because you see, when you're making smoothie, you're still retaining the roughages and so on in the smoothie, right? But when you're juicing, you're eliminating the roughages and the fiber. So, because when you're juicing the carrot, you can use the fiber and so on, the roughages from the cake and thing, you don't throw it away, right? But you don't throw it away, right? So, you have to know, like, alright, when you use, like, for me, when I do in melon, right here, what I do? I just make a smoothie in the melon in the magic bullet, and then I take the skin of the melon, and I juice it. Take the juice from that, and throw it in the smoothie and mix it. Throw a little power again. And the melon sitting in the refrigerator, say, cool, you need to add no cold water into that. A little water in it, and get familiarized with these things, buddy. You know you could juice sweet pepper, you know that big bell peppers? You could juice that anytime you're boiling herb, brethren, as the water starts to bubble and it shoots up the bubbles, you reach boiling point, the outer stove. Outer stove, throw your item in there and simmer it down for over 20-25 minutes after I go for it. So the onion, you chip up your onion, you throw it in the water in the pot and when it reach boiling point, the outer stove, you cover it up, you give it a half an hour. Take that water straight in, throw it in a bottle. You can throw a little drop of olive oil if you get any pure olive oil. You can throw a little flaxseed oil in it, a little drop, or a little coconut oil. You know you can use coconut oil in smoothies? Yes. When you make a smoothie, you throw in coconut oil, and then literally drink coconut oil like that. It don't really affect you, anything. Yeah.
That's another suggestion. Anybody have a deep freezer at home? Right. So now we have all different fruits here. Every month we have lots of fruits. So invest in a deep freezer. And instead of having to buy the fruits also, as the fruit comes in season, you buy good Ziploc bags and you store your fruits, whether it be for the year, for the month. So that way you can be able to make your smoothies and stuff and you can have fruits all year.
Good. That's a real good important point she made there. You get a pomegranate, you get a climate, you get a mango and you freeze these things, brethren. You know something? You have a mango tree in the backyard and you see it. You can have a mango, freeze them mango, brethren. When mango out of seed, look at it, still alright mango in my fridge just in glass here. No mango. Frozen in the fridge and take it out, you take 2 hours, you put it on the water in the tap, come back down, you shave them up, and you know I just juice my mango with the skin in it. I just make the smoothie with the mango skin in it. I don't know if everybody could digest that. But I just go for the skin. I don't throw in my skin. You understand? But right now, the depletion and nutrition and thing over there, I get much as I could of these things, but they don't peel up to come back. Don't throw it in the banana skin. So here we had a wrap up here, right, Barry? For the next section to come in here, let's hope by the grace of God that everybody try and abide with these principles here, Barry. You'll receive the benefit of these things here, right? So we can all stand for a word of prayer here, right? So we did not get the actual time to get through the full study, but days ahead we come in with these things, brethren. You have to get up in the health aspect here, and we have like a clinic coming up in the near future. So everybody have to literally do their part. You know somebody they suffer with some ailment and so on, brethren. Work with that person. Because remember, God enlightening you and showing you what is the health benefit, brethren. So you take that and you try helping somebody that need it, brethren, and bring them to salvation. You can offer them salvation. And there are a lot of people in hospitals and in sick beds and so on. You give up on these people, brethren. You give up. If you're reading that book where they call Back Pain, you see the author of that book, Jethro Kloss, never give up on people. But when the medical field give up on people, these people they say, go to this herbalist, but the man is to cure them. So God has literally given us the knowledge of these things and how to deal with these things, but then we have our work to do. So let us draw nigh and fulfill what God has placed in our hand, brethren. God has called each one of us here to carry out the gospel to our fellow men. Let us fulfill that commission, brethren. The world out there dying, and let us know that God has given us life, brethren. Let us go and offer this life to our fellow men. Let us offer the life, offer this life to humanity out there, brethren. So let's bow and have a word of prayer. Eternal righteous Father, we truly thank you, O Lord, for the little understanding that you have shown us in the light of what is transpired with the diet, human diet upon this earth at this time in earth's history, O Lord. But we pray, O Lord, even at the time it's becoming so tough and hard. Man is making it so hard for even the very item that is nutritious, the actual natural thing that you have provided, they are taking it away from us, O Lord. But we pray that you will open up the channel, open up the way whereby the brethren, each one here that is conscious of these things, may be able to gain and put their hand upon the right product, the right produce that will be able to sustain the body, O Lord. Sustain the body to be helpful and to be vigorous, to go forward preaching the everlasting gospel. We pray for all those that is sick, that is in need. We pray that you may direct them to the right, that they may discover the actual natural thing that will work in the benefit of their recovery, O Lord. We pray for each head here that is present as we contemplate upon the Sabbath. We pray for the unction of your Holy Spirit to keep our minds stayed upon thy righteousness. Help us, Lord, to see less of ourselves and to see more of you. So as we continue upon this day, O Lord, we ask for your blessing to bless us and to keep us through the same. To Christ our Lord, I pray. Amen. Amen.